This video is not about the Infiniti. That video is coming. This video is about this vehicle. We have a 2007 Saturn Ion. It is a 5-speed. We have clutch issue. Parts availability for this vehicle, a little bit touch and go. I'm gonna do some research and see if we can't adapt some Cobalt parts to work for this car. It's been a while. There's a couple bugs. I think the spiders have taken over. We can sort that out in due time. This car is really interesting because I feel like the universe is speaking to me. I used to have 2009 Cobalt with the 2.2, and it was also a 5-speed. That one was rear-ended and totaled, unfortunately. But I also have, maybe the View will come in handy. I do know that these batteries are side post and they can be difficult to source. I don't really feel like buying a new battery for a project car. So the View might be donating a battery and maybe a few other things. We've got keys. They've had a good bite taken out of them. Hello, focus, there we go. Well, that battery doesn't look too bad. Looks can be deceiving. So let's take a further look. See how much voltage this thing's making. All right, moment of truth time, and oh. Yeah, no, she's pooched. Well, let's rob the battery out of the View. The main reason why we're doing this used to be my winter beater, the old GTR here. The subframe is completely rotten out on it, so it is time. It's too bad, I'm gonna miss this car, but she's gonna live on in the Ion. Let's go ahead and rob a battery. So the View here is also a 2.2. They do share a lot of things. Unfortunately, this one is automatic, so it's not going to be able to donate any manual transmission parts. Who knows? Maybe just random little engine parts if I just need like the coil pack or something. I think they work between vehicles. They're actually the same year. They're both 2007. That's something to look into for sure. But we got the side post battery here that's going to come in clutch in this particular moment because that other battery is pooched. Now if I could figure out lefty loosey righty tighty, we'll get this battery out of here pronto. Okay, side post battery acquired. The reason I say I feel like the universe is speaking to me is because my Cobalt was a 2-door. It was also black. You know, I also got the View, so I'm part of that Saturn lifestyle. Yeah, this is like the Cobalt and the View kind of like mixed into one car, if you will. I don't know, we'll see if we can make something happen here. Okay, we've got a battery installed. Now, I know y'all are thinking, Jake, what the hell are you doing? Trying to start a car that has no clutch. Here's my plan. I'm gonna try, yeah, this is doing nothing. We're gonna try and fire it up in reverse, see if the starter motor gets us moving. Oh, we got music. And let's roll. Oh, yep, it's trying. These brakes are locked up pretty good. She's trying, we're making a little bit of progress. Well, I was unable to get the wheels unstuck. We did manage to get the car pushed back a fair bit. We can actually work on this vehicle now. I'm wondering if I can actually get her started. Battery's probably pretty pooched now. She's trying. There it is. She's not happy. She's probably got some bad gas. It runs though, very poorly. Actually, after letting it idle for a minute, it's starting to smooth out. No flashing check engine light. I definitely smell some fuel. Oh, we got a fuel leak. Oh, that's too bad. Oh, well, that could mean abandoning this project. All right, gents, that's most definitely a fuel leak. And given that this is going to be a plastic tank, I'm gonna go ahead and assume that it needs a sending unit. This is a little bit more than I wanted to get into. I think we might just have to abandon this here. I'm definitely on the hunt to replace the View. I'm gonna need a winter beater. I think we're gonna abandon ship on the Ion. I think I might have to hit up Salvaged Metal to see if maybe I can't find myself a winter beater. I think he's got something on his lot that might just fit the bill. So let's go to his place and see what we can find. So we are not at Andre's lot. We are back at the shop. Andre decided to drop this off late Friday night. And the keen-eyed among you will notice that this is a Toyota Echo. It's a two-door, also manual. Heck yeah, baby. We are gonna be taking a look at this Echo and see what it needs to get on the road. Mr. Salvaged Metal himself let me know that the subframe is not looking too hot. Let's get her up on the hoist, see what we can see. We got keys. All right, we're gonna have to pop the hood here. Dre disconnected the battery for us. Whoop, up, figured out. There we go. There we go. Alrighty, let's pop that negative post back on there. And actually, let's go grab a tool so we can tighten that up. That would be a good idea. There we go. Now we got some action happening. It's looking like we're gonna have to figure out the tie down. Is that what this is? Is that a tie down? That seems strange. Let's just get her fired up. There it is. Fired right up, no problem. 186 on the dash. She's not even broken in yet. We got the old wind up windows, but that's not that big a deal. That's just one less thing to go wrong. Let's get her in gear. Oh yeah, clutch feels good. Yeah, this thing runs and drives mint. All right, well, let's see what we're getting into here. I'm really hoping this thing isn't too rotten. Even if it is, I'm kind of curious if it's worth fixing. I don't have a huge budget, so I mean, anything that I get is not gonna be a 5-star vehicle by any means. So I'm gonna just have to pick my evil. Like whether I want to, you know, get into clutch issues with the Ion and the sending unit with the fuel leak and everything, or do we just dive into this with potential rust issues? Time will tell. Okay, so the subframe doesn't look too bad, honestly. That's mostly surface rust. I mean, it's not in incredible shape, but there's no big holes in it. There's nothing here I'm too worried about. This doesn't look too great. We'll look at that later. My other concern here is gonna be some of these lines. Some of these lines have seen better days. You know what? This thing doesn't look too bad. It's probably gonna need brakes and stuff, usual stuff. 2016, so she's gonna need new tires. Let's give the suspension a shakedown and see how that feels. We've definitely got some play in that left rear bearing. So she needs a bearing, she needs some body work, maybe brakes. They're making a bit of noise, but I'm sure it's been sitting for a bit. There's a bit of rust buildup on here. So let's go ahead and take this wheel off, take a closer look at the brakes. Maybe we'll just end up taking it for a quick test rip and see if we can't knock the rust off these rotors and see if we can maybe improve the quality of these brakes, but there's definitely a chance we're gonna be replacing them anyway. Either way, let's get this wheel off and take a look. Okay, yeah, we got a fair bit of rust on these rotors, but there's a decent amount of pad left. Maybe we'll just go for a quick test drive, see if we can't knock the rust off of these rotors, and see if we can get them to sound a little bit better. Oh, that strut. That strut has seen better days. Yeah, let's just go for a test drive. Let's see how she drives. See if this thing is worth diving into. Let's do a quick light check, make sure the horn works, random safety stuff like that. All right, we got reverse lights, we got turn signals, plate light looks good. These things don't have a rear wiper. That's interesting. All right, we'll take this thing for a quick test drive and see if it's worth fixing. The steering feels a little tight. Once you get rolling, it's not bad. I'm gonna have to see if this thing actually even has power steering. But she runs and drives. Let's go for a quick rip around the block, see how it feels. The brakes sound and feel pretty rough. They're probably gonna have to get replaced. I mean, it's definitely possible that we're gonna need to do brakes, but they are starting to feel better already. Maybe we can save these brakes? I don't know. That's undetermined. As I'm driving along here, I do notice we have a check engine light here. So we will throw the scanner on it and see what that's about. The evap lines did not look good, so I have a sneaking suspicion there's gonna be an evap code. It's not flashing at me currently, so probably not that big a deal. Let's see what she'll do. Yeah, it's got power. Yeah, it'll get down. For a light little car, that's not bad at all. So I've stomped on the brakes a couple times now. They are starting to feel a lot better. It's driving great. I think this is our car. I got a good feeling about this car. So I was doing some research on the Echo. It turns out this is a base model. We have no rear wiper, no cruise control, no AC. We got wind-up windows. We got manual mirrors, no power steering. I did confirm that. The only thing this thing has is ABS, and I'm actually not even sure if that was an option. So yeah, she's a basic bitch. But hey, less things to go wrong.